I will open the book as well.
Good idea.
Um, so where should we go?
Have all of you filled out forms to get added officially?
Yes.
Yeah, we have submitted the form, but I think our one-off lecture is, I mean, there is time dependency. So we have received one another form. So maybe tomorrow we'll submit that.
Okay. Okay. I just want to be sure that that's in the works. You wouldn't want to forget to do that after all this work.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So Myrush, you're starting off as our pilot. Oh, I see.
Yes, ma'am.
Myrush,
Yes.
you're starting off as our pilot.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Uh, do we have to switch roles? No, no.
Well, off and on, you have people who are collaborating. So, when I looked um, at your screen, I could see that there were more than one cursor. Yeah, yeah. So, uh, you have? I see 3 cursors here, which means that you can switch off at this point with at least 2 other people.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
And you have the test on the right side and the software on the left side. Very, excellent. That's the way to do it.
Yes. So, but there are two test files like hang person game and spec helper. So, which one
Oh,
should we?
you can ignore the spec helper. I think that was used by the developers when they were putting together this assignment. We won't be using it. So all you have to worry about is hang person game spec. I believe that there are some RSpec files here. Yeah, and we'll look at the RSpec files when we work on app.rb.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So has everyone read the instructions as far as doing the little test program first?
Yes.
Yes.
Or has everyone done the little test program first? In which case we can just go on to homework 2.
What test program are you talking about now?
Okay, when you go to the GitHub repo, let me,
Yeah, this repo.
the part 0 tells you how to set up a little Sinatra application. And that's the first thing you're supposed to do, and then you're going to go on and develop homework 2.
Okay, so yeah, I haven't gone through that yet.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, I would suggest that we do that.
yes, definitely. So, oops. So where is that part?
So introduction talks about the whole cycle of BDD, TDD, etc., and about using the Sinatra framework. The Sinatra framework is similar to Ruby. Is similar to Ruby on Rails. It uses Ruby, but it's much simpler. So this homework is sort of like an introduction to using frameworks and to web programming, but a very simple one. And when you start with part 0, you'll be implementing a very simple Sinatra app where everything is rolled into one file. You won't even have separate models or views. And then when we do the Sinatra homework, the Hang Person homework, we're going to expand it so that we have a separate model, controller, and views, which is the way that Rails applications
Once.
are organized. Okay, so this is like a simple preview of what we're going to be doing in Rails. Rails is a little more complicated, so we're starting with Sinatra because the same concepts, the same ideas, just in a much simpler format. So if you click on part 0 and you go to demystifying SaaS app creation, basically it's important to understand our goal here, which is understanding the steps needed to create, version, and deploy a very simple SaaS app. And we'll start becoming familiar with the various libraries that SaaS apps depend on, and we'll see how through development we put together the app and then we push it to production. And because basically we've already tested everything in development, we shouldn't have any problem in production. So this is really just creating a very simple Hello World app using the Sinatra framework. And you probably want to create a separate a separate
Workspace?
subfolder for this. Not workspace, yeah. I mean, you shouldn't be creating like a multitude of workspaces for
Different homeworks.
yeah, for different homeworks. You should use the same workspace, just have different subfolders and label them, you know, homework 1, homework 2, whatever. And in this case, we could have a subfolder called something like, you know, Sinatra intro or something like that. Yeah, see, now you've got your homework, you're putting a new folder inside your homework Sinatra SAS. You want to put it inside, is SE homework 2 your top level
Yes.
folder of your workspace?
Yes, it's a
You
topic.
should just, yeah, you should just call it something like SE workspace or something like that, and then have SE, you know, homework inside of it.
Can I rename? Oh,
Yeah, I
I've
mean, you
just
can,
no. I've just
you,
created this workspace right now for this for the purpose of this homework.
oh, okay. Yeah, but what you can do is simply create a subfolder and then kind of swap places.
Okay.
So create a subfolder and just call it maybe homework 2.
I'm
New
trying.
folder. Do you see at the bottom, new folder?
Yeah, but it
Y-
it creates a new folder into this
Yeah.
directory inside
th-
this.
It's creating inside the soft.
No, I see.
Basically,
I see that. And what you're going to have to do is uh, collapse. Uh, let's see. Yeah, it's a little difficult the way you've done it. Because in essence, you'd have to select all of these folders and shove them in the subfolder. I mean, it's doable, but it's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, actually now you've got just several subfolders. You can shove them in the new folder.
Mm,
Marish, you can make from file new. Is
oh,
it
yeah.
new folder? Is there any option new folder?
Well, you can, but the thing is, once you've created a workspace, everything is a subfolder of that workspace.
Okay.
So the only way to do this is to move those folders into new folder.
Um, can we do like copy?
Yeah, you can you can select. You can I think you can press shift and select folders, and then press copy and then paste. So don't mess with that. That's your root. That's
Yes.
your root. Don't copy that.
Okay.
Yeah, expand it.
Yeah.
Expand it. Okay. Now select select Homework Sinatra SAS Hang Person, for instance. Okay. And now copy it.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah, copy,
yeah.
and then you can paste it. Click on new folder. Okay, and now click on paste,
Okay.
and you should see it there.
Yep. I
Okay, so it's
guess.
inside. So you can relabel new folder homework 2.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would label your SE homework 2. I would relabel that SE workspace. See up at the top? Yeah. Make
But
that your workspace.
I can't change the name, I guess.
Really? I guess maybe they won't let you.
Yes.
Oh well. Well, you know what it is, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I think C9 stays there. This node modules, what's inside there? I'm curious. Node modules? What's inside there? Okay, I guess I just leave that. I would ignore it. Seems to be something that Cloud9 is putting in the workspace now.
Um.
And you can delete the Homework Sinatra SAS Hang Person that's above that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one, right?
Yeah, because you already have it nested, which is where
Oh,
you want it.
yes. So should I?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
you
I
can.
have already running this.
Yeah, you want to clear those out and then.
So now,
Okay.
Homework Sinatra.
Right. And now create a new folder in Homework 2. Now, yeah,
Okay.
you can get rid of that new folder. The
What?
one in Lib. Yeah, you don't want that.
Oh
In
yeah.
Lib. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I should tell you this.
Just get rid of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But make another folder inside of Homework 2.
Okay.
Not inside there. Not inside there. Inside.
Homework
Yes,
2.
inside there. Right. Okay. Make a new folder. And call it Sinatra Intro. I think you should have boxcar notation there instead of a space.
Okay.
In the name, you really shouldn't have spaces in these names.
This one?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, excellent.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go to this directory, the Sinatra Intro directory, right?
Should I just open these files?
Well, we're going to start with Sinatra Intro, so you don't have to worry about
Okay.
that yet. Yeah, just let's concentrate on this, and then we'll do exactly what you had.
Okay.
So, uh, basically, we're going to develop something in the development environment. We're going to push to production when we're ready. We're going to start out. Let's see. It says here that we're going to. We have a new directory that's going to hold our app, and we're going to use Git init to start versioning it with Git. Why don't I share my screen, and you can see, you can pop back and forth to the instructions
Okay.
when we need to, okay? And I'll put like, I have a virtual straight edge. So you've already created a new directory, and we're going to, in Cloud9 terminal, we're going to say git init to start versioning it.
Okay. So, um,
So you're in the terminal.
so I should go in that Sinatra intro directory, right?
Yes, CD into it.
Yeah. Um,
And co-pilots, navigators, pay attention and help Myrosh as he does this. And can you repeat your name, because I know I'm saying it not quite right?
yes, it's Mayuresh.
Myresh.
Yes.
Myresh.
No,
Okay.
yeah. This-
Yeah. So correct me when I don't pronounce it correctly, please.
yes. Thank you. Okay, so get in there.
Okay, so now you're in the Sinatra intro, fantastic, and now you're going to issue the git init command.
I've done that. Okay.
Yeah.
And now,
It's hard to see because of where. Okay, so you're going to also in the directory create an empty file, a new file called gemfile. So that would be
okay.
the next thing we do. Do you see this
Gem
file?
Sinatro, comma. What's that? I'm not able to see properly.
Could you just zoom in a little bit?
Yeah, I'm trying to fix that right now. Actually, I can make it pretty big. Is this better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If I need to make it bigger, I can.
No, it's perfect.
Okay.
So
So this is the file, the name of the file, and then you're going to put this inside of it.
new file. Just a second. This way.
Well, that's one way. I mean, you can either use the workspace UI or you can use the terminal, either one.
Oh, okay.
If you click, once you create the folder, go ahead and put the name in. Gem file, capital G, no extension. Okay, and then double click on it. Yeah, then double click. Click. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so you can copy and paste from the instructions if you have them up. This is what you'll be putting in there.
Can you share the link?
Let's see. I'll put it in the chat.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. What is going on with this? Oh, here it is. There. Yeah. And there it is.
I should just paste this.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be the easiest way.
Yeah.
Okay, so in order to understand the gem file is the file that's going to contain any additional, libraries or anything else that Ruby has to use in this application. Okay? And
Yes.
so when we say source https rubygems.org, we're saying that's the preferred place to get additional libraries. And in Ruby, yeah, you can, for instance, let's say you're in Python and you want to add extra libraries or something, you can do that quite easily. And it's the same way in Ruby, but we call these libraries gems, right?
Okay.
It's not a big meaning, but it's just every one of these little libraries is a gem, and Ruby is a gem. Okay, the language itself. So we have Ruby, and we're saying we're going to use Ruby version 2.3. And then we have Gem Sinatra, because this is a Sinatra app. We also have to use the Sinatra gem. Okay, so these are the libraries we're going to include.
So this is the way to include the libraries. I mean, gem space
Yeah.
Sinatra, and
Right.
that's a version name.
And yeah, and it dictates the version. Okay. So go ahead and save that. Okay, it is saved, right? And can you? I'm trying to figure out. I'm not sure if you have it installed yet or not, but instead of touch, type bundle.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
No, not here. I'm sorry, not
no,
here.
no. I got it. This is mine.
Yeah.
Oops,
Okay.
what?
So,
Control.
controls the. Yeah.
Save.
Yeah.
I've saved it. And,
Yeah. Okay. Bundle. And enter. All right, good. So this is telling us that bundle, the whole point of what we call the bundler is it's a program that makes sure that not only do we have the versions that we ask for, but that they all work together properly, and that any dependencies are also installed. If you look at your workspace, can everyone see Myresh's workspace and see that now we have an additional file? And what is that?
Gem file dot look.
Yes. Okay. Go
Okay,
ahead and open that up so we can look at it.
Can we just do it like?
Just double. Yeah. Exactly. You can do it like that. Yeah. Okay. Now, notice that it has a lot more in there. Okay.
Yeah.
So what it's showing you is that when we issued the command to use Ruby version 2.3 and Sinatra something greater than or equal to version 1.4, it installed those. It also installed a number of dependencies, which you can see there. So this, what GemFileLock tells you is this is exactly the libraries that are being used in this application. So Gemfile is like a request, and Gemfile is like, this is the real deal.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay, now you should place this under version control. You already initialized your your versioning system with the git init. So now we're going to go to the instructions and add. Do you see the go down? Keep going. Oh, click on 0. Click on 0. No, 0. Okay, now go down because we've already done some of this. Yeah.
We have done this part. Okay.
And now we're going to commit the added files. Now, if you add -a, in fact, what you should do first is say git space status. Okay. So we'll see what it is, and then we'll add the other command, git status. All right. So you can see that we've created 2 new files. These are not under version control at this time, because when we created the versioning system, they didn't exist yet. So now we're going to add them and go ahead and issue the next command.
Okay. Uh, so,
So that would be the git add
add-
minus capital A. Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Now that says, now do a git status. All right. So it's saying that the next time we make a commit, these will be added. Okay. Now the thing about get file, get add minus capital A is basically that takes care of both new files and modified files and even files that we removed, so that, you know, if you get rid of a file, it will be sure to have that be part of the commit. So then
each time we update any file or something, so we have to run this git status command.
Well, git status tells you where you are. All right. So I always do it in between, because I don't want to just randomly add or commit things. I want to see what has been changed since the last time, and then when I do an add, I check the status again to make sure that everything that I thought should be added is there. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's just a double check. That's all it is. It's a double check. It'll work fine without git status, but I always check.
Okay.
Yeah. So then now you can do your commit.
Get commit minus
Yeah.
am.
Right. So the minus A is, I'm a little unclear. That's something that they're doing new, and it seems to have to do with, in addition to new files and everything, make sure that any little modification is also included. M means you're adding a message that explains what it is you did in this commit. So whenever you do a commit, you can always just say git commit. But then if you have to roll back or something like that, you won't know which one is for what. So you should always put a descriptive message in.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and issue that.
So it created.
Get commit.
Sorry.
Git commit.
Yeah, no, it worked.
Yeah,
It worked.
Okay.
You already did it. It worked.
Okay.
Yeah, if you you want to check it, do a git status again.
Okay.
Yeah. It's always good to do a sanity check. Never hurts. Yeah, see? Nothing to commit, working tree clean. That's what you want to get. And your own branch master. Excellent. And now keep in mind that these are all local commits. As long as you have all your commits clean, you can push to a repository. For instance, you could push, at this point, you could push to your GitHub repository. You could push to production, which would be Heroku, any of those things. All right, there's a couple of questions coming up, and I think we already answered them, right? We talked about these in the instructions. So now you're going to go ahead and create the simple app with Sinatra. Here, just as in our development system, we're going to use WebBrick. It's a simple Ruby-based web server, and the commands will come and hit the web server, and then go to Rack, which is our application server.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you're going to create a new file called app.rb, and this is where everything is going to happen in this
In the same folder?
project. In the same folder as Sinatra Intro. Sinatra Intro. So you're in, you're in Sinatra Intro. That's good. And you're going to create app.rb. All right. And
Run.
okay, good. So you see here that this is saying basically when the web server passes the command get and the URI root, this is what we want to do. We want to produce this HTML. All
Okay.
right.
Um, okay, so is it like get request, get, and post request?
Yes, that's what it is. It corresponds to that. So the web command is get, and it's saying get the root, and at the root, this is what we have.
Okay.
Okay, it's at the root of our directory.
Okay.
All right. Now you have to create one other file, and this is a file called config.ru, and basically the web server will go to the application server, look for this file, and say, what am I to do? Yeah, config.ru. All right, and now put this require .app and run my app. And
Run my app. Yeah.
yeah, okay. So what this is doing is it's simply saying application or web server is going there, and the application server is saying go ahead and run this.
Run my app.
Run my app. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And notice that the name of our class in app.rb was my app. So that's what we're going to do.
Okay. In here. Okay.
Yeah. Now,
Okay. My app.
we're ready to run this. Okay. And in Cloud9, you go to the root of the directory where you are, and you type this command, rack up. You can copy. You can copy and paste it if you want. Rack up -p $port. No, go down a little further. There it is. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
So basically,
should I get out
Yeah.
of this folder or?
no, just go ahead and there you are. That's where you want to be, and press enter. You're telling rack to start running. All right.
Okay.
Well, actually, you're running the web server. You're running WebRick and rack at this point. Okay. Now, do you see the Cloud9 help? Click on that link.
Which, yeah, this one?
Yeah, go ahead, click on it, and
Oh.
it'll open a new tab. And see, there's your program. Hello World.
So it's not running on localhost, right?
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Uh,
Oh, local host. No, because you're in Cloud9.
Okay.
If we had in the past, we installed the WebRick and rack and all those pieces we installed on our own machines, and when it ran on our own machines, it went to localhost,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
But if we use the Cloud9 IDE,
Okay.
and believe me, it's so much easier, because in the past there would be open source changes midway through the course, and we'd have to, delete things and install things constantly, and it was just a constant pain.
Yeah.
So letting Cloud9 take care of that aspect of it is very helpful. All right, so we're going to examine what we have so far, make sure we understand it, and then we're going to modify it a little bit. Okay, so the rack up command, it started the app server and the WebRick web server. Rack looks for config.ru and starts our app based on what config.ru tells it to do. Let's say you go to that tab. Do you see the web tab that you've got there where it's running?
This one? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now go do /. Type in the type after it / hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Now enter.
Oh.
Okay. So we have code that tells Sinatra where to go if we go to the root, right? But if we have any other path, we don't have it defined. Is that right?
Yes.
So this is saying if we wanted to define a path to this hello resource, whatever that might be, we would have to add another method to our controller, which would be get /hello, and then we could do something, right? But we don't have that. So so this is just to give you an idea how these routes map to what you see on the web page. Okay. Now get rid of the hello, just backspace. Oh yeah, and now press enter again. Okay, there's our program. So now let's go back to Cloud9 and modify it.
Okay, so yeah. So,
All right. So now go
if we
ahead.
type in, if we would have typed in hello, then
Yeah,
result would
exactly.
have.
Then
Can I just
yes.
try it right now?
Well, yeah, you could try it. Of course, it's not going to be happy with root now because you didn't add it; you just changed it.
Oh,
But try it. Try it. /.
okay.
Of course you. Oh, you know, there is another change. I'll tell you this won't work. Yeah, and I'll tell you why. So go back. And instead of doing that, can you I'll tell you. No, don't do that. Take the whole portion from get to end and copy it.
This.
All right. Yeah. Take the whole portion to the end, all the way to the end.
Okay. This.
Yeah. Not the second end, just the first end.
Okay.
Yeah. Copy it. All right. And now paste it right underneath the first end.
Okay.
Yeah,
Paste
one
it.
second. Yeah, give the tab.
Okay.
You missed one end.
You missed the end. Oh, you can. It's all right. You can just type it. Yeah. Yeah.
Copy
Paste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fix your indentation and your spacing, and you'll be good to go. Yeah. And that one. Fix the get. It should be under the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shift
Backspace.
a bit left. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Now, get backspace over the hello for the first get. That needs to go to root. Okay.
Where?
Yeah, up first one.
Line 4. Line 4.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Backspace out
For
the hello.
remove
It
the
should
hello
just be
word
get
from
root.
the line.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Now we've got get root goes there, get hello goes there. Change hello world to goodbye. Or goodbye world.
In the second one, yeah.
In the first one.
In
In
the
the first
first-
one.
okay.
In the first one.
Okay. Good. Good.
Goodbye. Yeah, okay. And save it.
Okay.
Okay, now go to the page and update it. Go to the
Yeah.
where's our page? Okay, and update it. Yeah. Okay, it still says hello world, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Rerun it again. Do the the little the
Right now?
arrow there.
The-
Yes.
Should we?
You have to stop it and start it again. So try that.
Can I press Control Z?
Try it.
Oh, it's not working. Oh, Control C.
Yeah, okay. So now, yeah, okay.
Okay.
And go there. Yeah, so now it says goodbye. And now maybe it should work if you do the / hello. We should see, yeah, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's look at the Cloud9 again. So this app.rb in Sinatra, this is our controller. Okay?
Okay.
And what the controller does is it gets the command and the route, the URI route from the web server, and then it does whatever should be done for that particular action. So for root, we're just, we were just saying hello for root. Now we're saying goodbye at root, and at hello, we're saying hello world.
Okay. And
Okay.
so we have Vue in the controller itself, like we have HTML.
Yeah, which is not the norm. It's not the norm.
Okay.
Okay, this is Sinatra. We can do some very simple things in Sinatra. Uh, Normally, we would have a separate model file or files. We would have separate view files, and we would have a controller for each resource. But this is everything's wrapped up in one file. It's very simple.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So they have you doing rerun and all this other stuff, which we don't really have to do.
In
Or if you want to do it, we could do it when we get to Hang Person. But what they do want you to do now is deploy to Heroku. And does everyone have a Heroku account yet?
I
Not
guess
yet.
no.
Okay, because you need to sign up.
Can we just directly go to?
Yeah. So get an account. Everyone should get an account. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to get set up in Heroku, okay? I'm going to go get a drink of water.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Abhijit, can you listen?
Sure.
Abhijit.
Hello.
Abhijit. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. I thought you weren't there. Join. Okay. No problem.
Mayuresh,
Okay. Yes.
what do we have to put in company name and
Begin.
Heroku?
Begin to the university. I guess.
It is not compulsory, by the way, so it
Okay.
is fine if you can keep it blank.
Primary language Ruby.
Yep.
Okay.
I I I don't know that, but I just tried. Googling.
Could I share the screen with Kiran?
Sorry.
The primary language is Ruby, right?
What other options do we have?
There are too many, Scala and all.
Is there any option like blank or something? Kiran, can you hear me?
I guess I've selected Ruby already.
Okay. Even I don't know what to put in.
Does anyone have idea?
About what?
The language, primary language?
No idea. You can put in anything, I think so.
Okay, for now I've kept the Ruby.
Is Akash there?
No, he left.
Oh,
Maybe Abhijit or Uddhav. You have idea?
And put Ruby for the timing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hey, I guess it doesn't matter. It just asks you for primary language. Once you go into Heroku, the all other options are still available.
Yes, Ruby, PHP,
Yeah, I can see that.
Python.
Yep, yep.
How's everyone coming?
Yes, ma'am.
I guess.
Excuse me.
Okay, so how far are you?
We all log into the account, ma'am.
Okay, so you have Heroku account,
Yes.
Yes.
and you installed the Heroku tool belt.
No.
Okay, on your terminal, that would be the next thing to do. Like your Cloud9 terminal.
Okay. So now, what should we do?
Okay, you take that statement wget dash capital O dash etc. Go to the terminal at the root of your directory. Yeah, you can Control C, I think, to get out of. To discontinue the server there. Okay, good. So now copy and paste that wget command
From where?
From
from
the
the directions.
GitHub level. Yeah.
Right.
Deploy to Heroku.
Okay.
Exactly.
This. Okay. Which
No,
command?
no. Go on. Go on. Deploy. Okay, wget. There it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Now that's going to take a minute or two, so go ahead and let that do its thing, and just let it be. And then once it's completed its installation, you'll log into your Heroku account right there. Okay, so it's still, yeah, okay, good. So now you're going to go Heroku login right there, right where you are. No,
Okay.
right where you are in the terminal.
Okay.
Space login. Enter, and it'll prompt you. Yeah, so you'll enter your Heroku. Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. So you have logged into Heroku, and now you can type Heroku create. This will create a new project in Heroku.
Blank project. Oh,
It's going to create your project in Heroku.
okay.
So just
So
no, don't worry about that. Just go back
Okay.
to the terminal. Okay, so it's giving you HTTPS, vast anchorage, and then it ends with herokuapp.com. That's going to be your URL.
Okay. Should I just
And
copy it?
make sure, do a git status just to make sure that you've got everything committed locally. Yeah.
Should I
Oh,
add
okay.
this?
Yeah, so now you have to add, exactly, you've got it.
That's it?
Go ahead. And now do a commit.
Oh,
Yeah, good. And now do a commit. Good.
um, what was the command after that?
You added app and config. You can just say what you did.
Oh,
Before you set up the gem file, now you set up app and config files.
so after -am, what should I put?
Well, I'm
double
saying
quotes,
you
app dot, yeah.
yeah, app.rb, config.ru, just so you know that you created those.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. It add, it so if you do, you do a status, it's all okay. Perfect. Now, before, remember we created config.ru so that the application server knew how to start up this Sinatra app. And so what we're going to do for Heroku is we're going to create something called a proc file. And the proc file explains to Heroku how it should proceed. So you're going to create a proc file just like the gem file.
Okay. So,
In the Sinatra intro, yeah.
so what would be the extension?
No extension. It's very similar to a gem file in that respect.
Okay. Okay, so do we have to copy any contents into? No.
And then go down where it says deploy to Heroku. Go down a little further, and it has the contents you're supposed to put in the proc file. So web bundle exec rackup, etc.
Okay.
Yeah. So put that in your proc file.
Okay. So what does this proc file do?
Well, it's similar to config.ru. Config.ru works in Cloud9. It's the local code that says basically this is what we're going to do to start up, and the proc file it gives the information necessary to Heroku.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So now I think the only thing you have to do is push everything to Heroku.
Okay.
Which is git push Heroku master.
I'm sorry, but what is the role of Heroku here exactly?
Okay, I'm not hearing you.
What is the role of Heroku exactly here?
So what you're saying is Oh, okay. Can you scroll up a little bit so we can see the what the response was? No.
No,
In Cloud9.
internal. Okay.
I want to see the terminal. Yeah. So when you said git push Heroku master, if you look at the messages, you'll see that what it did is it copied over your entire project to Heroku.
Okay.
So
Um,
and now if you look, scroll up just okay, scroll down now. Scroll down. All the way. Well, pretty much all the way. All right, so you can see it installed everything. And now stop. You see the https:// vast anchorage, etc. Copy that link. Yeah, all the way to .com. Yeah. And go to window and paste it. There it is. Okay. Now go / hello. Okay. This is production. Okay. Heroku is a production server. So if
is it same as GitHub?
No. GitHub is just really a repo. GitHub doesn't run things, right?
Okay.
Heroku runs applications. It's Heroku provides a huge number of cloud servers so that you can run any application you want. Have you read chapter 2 yet?
Yes. Yeah, we had gone through that. Yeah, we did little bit.
Yeah, okay, because actually I think probably more the lecture than the book. There's a diagram in there that Armando goes over,
Anurag.
and he
Wait.
shows he shows like the large scale deployment. All right.
Wait,
So,
ma'am, I'm going to the chapter 2.
Guys,
yeah.
please follow the Anurag's screen.
Yeah, although I think he's got a better diagram actually in the lecture, not in the book. Which
So
is
here
really
we are using
disappointing.
client server architecture, right?
We're using what?
Client server architecture, right?
Yes, client server, and Heroku is our server.
This one, ma'am?
Well, it explains what's going on, although it doesn't. I'll tell you what. I'll find the diagram. When I find it, I'll share my screen. Okay?
Okay.
Because the diagram in the lecture is much better.
Oh.
But basically, we've gone from development to deployment. Okay? And we've now deployed to production our application. So in essence, we started a new application project. We created a gem file. We ran bundle, which created our gem file lock file. And then we created a Sinatra app in the app.rb controller file. And we pointed rack at config.ru, which told it to use that. We used rackup to start the app server and the WebRick web server. And one of the things that we came across is that if we change our code in Sinatra, that won't automatically cause rack to reload the app. Okay, so you would have to like bring rack down and then bring it back up and reload the page. We could use the rerun gem to do this. We might do this when we get going with HangPerson.
So each time we make any changes in our Cloud9, so we have to push this into
the files. Save the files. If you have the app server up, bring it down, bring it back up, reload the page. And of course, anytime you make changes and you want them to go to production, once you've tested them in development and everything is what it should be, Then you make sure that everything is up to date in your versioning system. You make all your commits, your adds, your commits. Once your tree is clean, then you can, git push Heroku Master to production, and then you can see your application in production. Go to your
Professor,
website and see it. Yeah.
when you run the rack command, where does the application is running? On Cloud9?
You mean rack up?
Yeah.
Rack up. Rack up it tells whatever is the host, okay, and whether it's local or Heroku, it tells it go ahead and run the rack server. Now you're not going to have to worry about that too much because this is just for Sinatra. We're going to have to use a different command for Rails, so don't get don't worry too much about this particular command.
Okay.
So we have a complete Sinatra app here, a complete Sinatra web app. Obviously, it doesn't do very much, okay? But we're now going to start developing our HangPerson app, and HangPerson will be a complete app with a model, a controller, with views, but we're still going to base it on this core of, structure, files, etc.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody with me?
Yes.
So now we're going to go to part 1, which is HangPerson.
Okay.
All right. And go ahead down at the bottom there and click the link. Myrush, do you want
Yes.
to let someone else be the pilot for a while?
Yeah, sure. Who wants to take the lead? Uddhav, Abhijit?
Yeah, I can pilot.
Okay.
Good. Give you a break.
So who's going to be the pilot? Abhijit?
In the role of pilot.
Okay.
Okay, so be sure to share your screen. Good. All right, so now we're going to go to the Homework Sinatra HangPerson directory. And you've already downloaded it, I see. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So the instructions for that were the git clone instructions in part 1. And you already ran a bundle?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so you familiar with the HangPerson gang?
I guess no.
Okay, and by the way, they have you using Autotest. Autotest can be a real pain. I would suggest that we just run the tests when we want to.
I know the game a little bit.
Yeah, okay. So, I think that should be a W. You have a typo, I think. Homework, yeah. Okay. HW Sinatra. There should be more navigators than just me, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody should be watching and helping. And I want to hear, the participation.
Yeah. Actually, screen is getting overlapping. That's why we are not able to see perfectly what is typing.
Oh.
Because some persons
you have that like mirrored kind of
yeah.
effect. Yeah, you know what I do is I take my all right, the trying to think of how best to do this. I use a different screen for screen sharing.
Okay. Okay.
So you might have to like either stop screen sharing while you look at someone else's screen share. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got your
Got it.
point.
Yeah. So try that and see if the mirroring effect goes away.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Okay. Okay. Because that's what causes it. And I have 3 screens. So what I do is I just move it. But if I have to work on one, then if I'm looking at someone else's screen, I stop screen sharing. Okay, so once we're in the correct directory, we could start by running the tests. So you can say rspec space /spec /hang person. I can't see the full name of the file. Hang person underscore game spec. Yeah, .rb. Game. Yeah. Underscore spec.rb. Good. Good. Run it. And we should see failing tests, right? What is it saying here? Go up a little more. Go up.
I guess you haven't done bundle.
Yeah, maybe not.
I
Can you scroll up so we can see the top of this, please? Scroll up.
not scrolling up.
You can't see it?
No. I can't scroll up.
All right. I'll do a bundle. Just, it can't hurt. If you're ever not sure whether you did one or not, just do it because it won't mess anything up if you do it twice.
Just
Type bundle.
type in bundle.
Nokogiri sometimes takes a while. But that would indicate that there were things that were not installed. While it's doing that, you could work on hang person game spec and get rid of the pending. So you see where it says describe new, pending, true. Yeah, you can get rid of, don't get rid of the do, get rid of the pending, true. Delete, pending, true. Not do, not do. Yeah. End the comma. Okay, so next time we run rspec, it'll actually run that test. Is it still installing Nokogiri? Yeah, it's taken a while.
Yeah.
So I tell you, that can take minutes. Can you try for this go round? Will it let you grab the border between the code and the terminal and lift it up a little more? No, between the one, yeah, there. Yeah, can you make it? Okay, so it won't get any bigger. It won't get any bigger?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, bring it down because there's no point then.
Yeah, try that. No, this is
No, still not on.
Yeah, that it only allows you so much during collaboration. And that's the one drawback. All right, it only allows you to see so much in the terminal. Usually it's enough, but sometimes it can sort of get in the way a little bit. Wow, that is just taking forever. It's very annoying. Okay, well, while we're waiting for this, we might as well talk about the whole point of the game, right? So the computer's going to pick a random word, and the user is going to have to guess it.
Okay.
Right? And the player will guess a letter at a time. And if the player guesses the word before making 7 wrong guesses of letters, they win. Otherwise, they lose.
Okay.
If the player guesses, let's say they guess A, and then they guess B, and then they guess A again. If they do it repeatedly, it's just ignored.
Okay.
So let's see. The other thing that is ignored, that is, by the way, considered to be an invalid guess. Not a wrong guess, just an invalid guess because it's twice. Another another term or another implementation of an invalid guess would be if you guessed a number or you guessed like a % sign or something silly like that. That would be invalid. Not wrong or right, just invalid.
What if a word has two A's or two B's?
Okay, when a word has multiples of a letter, then when the person guesses, like let's say you guess E and there's like 3 E's in the word, they get credit for all 3.
Okay.
Yeah, and it only takes 1 turn. So they guess E, all the E's get credit.
Ma'am, for that we have to import dictionary module or something?
No, this program will take care of it. You'll see in the code where it takes care of it. Oh, actually, you can see it on the left. Do you see it has a method get random word?
I can't see.
It has define self get random word, and it starts with self get random word. So what kind of method is that? In hang person game on the left.
Okay. Oops.
Where are we traveling?
Okay. Here.
So you see the self get random word? On the left. On the left pane.
Yeah.
There's the define initialize method, which is our constructor, and then there's the define self get random word. What kind of method is that?
Generate random number.
It's what?
Random word.
Random word.
Yeah, what kind of method is that?
It's initialize self. I mean, constructor.
No, not a constructor. That's above.
Yes.
But you realize that with self in front of it, that means it's special, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's
what
like
kind of
in Java we have this dot.
It's an inbuilt function.
A what function?
Inbuilt, I think so. Inbuilt function of Ruby.
No.
Get
No.
us set.
No. When you have self in front of it, let me give you a hint. You could have named this define capital H hang person dot get random word.
Okay.
It could have been named either way. So scroll up here so we can see the top.
So
Class
this becomes
hang
hangs
person
person game dot
Yeah,
get
this is-
random word.
This is class hang person game. You could have called it define hang person game dot get random word. So what kind of a method does it make it?
Local.
Well, what is hang person game?
Class name.
It's the class name, right? So
Yeah.
what does that tell you about the method?
Cell class.
It's object.
It's a class method. It's a
Oh,
class method.
Okay.
It's not an instance method,
Okay.
right? So scroll it down a little bit so we can see the whole thing. And we see that, do you see where it says URI is assigned the value of, and then it gives an HTTP. That's actually that's a outside service that we're going to connect to.
Okay.
But it's
Yeah.
already given to us. We don't have to figure that out. It's already done.
Yeah, we
So that's
finished the
nice.
installation.
Yeah, I saw that. Did you exit out of it and just try running it
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, generally you wait about 5 minutes. If it doesn't, I was going to tell you to do that if you hadn't. But if after 5 minutes it's just hanging there, then just run it again. Yeah, but Nokogiri is notorious. I think one time it was there. I was waiting for another project that I was starting up, and I waited a minute, and it just sat there. And I said, "Oh, the heck with this! I can go make myself a cup of tea, and hopefully by the time I come back, it's done." And I made a cup of tea, and I got back, and I realized it had taken me, because it took a while to get the water to boil, and all this other stuff. It took about 10 minutes. I got back, and it still hadn't moved, and I was just about to kill it and start it again when bingo, it finished. And it was just so hilarious. It just took so long. Yeah, so I don't know why that takes long. But it does.
Professor, is that initialize method is an instance method which is set up?
That's a constructor. Okay, so initialize is always the name of the constructor in Ruby, always. So when you see initialize, okay, that's the constructor. If you see anything, any method that's named self or the name of the class dot, that's a class method. All other methods will be instance methods.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So now I think we're ready to run RSpec.
Okay.
So go ahead and RSpec. Yeah, and then RSpec. Do you need to put the / first? I'm not sure that's necessary. Try it just with RSpec /. No, you have to. The directory. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Spec. I was thinking not RSpec, spec. But yeah, let's try this. It should work. It's not working. Go up again. Go
No,
up again.
it's not going up.
It's not going up. Okay, can you type it again? RSpec space. No, RSPEC. Okay, SPEC / hanged person game spec.rb. Yeah, try it.
Yeah.
Oh, it worked. Okay, yeah, I don't think it likes the / when it's leading. So 18 examples, 1 failure, 17 pending. That's good.
I can't scroll up.
Yeah, okay. I can tell you that the failing test is the new one. Describe new. That will fail.
This one.
Right. So let's look at the test. It says it should take a parameter and return a hanged person object. And notice we have this test code that is saying hanged person game at hanged person game. So that's going to be an instance of hanged person game is assign the value of hanged person game new. And they're just going to shove a new word in there. They're not going to get one from the outside service. They're just going to shove a new word in there. And so when that happens, we should expect that hanged person game is an instance of hanged person game, that hanged person game word equals this glorp silly word. We should expect that guesses are equal to empty string and that wrong guesses are equal to empty string. So what does that imply about an instance of hang person game.
Do we have to first declare those instances?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you've got define initialize word, and then word is the at word instance variable is set to word. But now, what else is it saying that should be initialized? Because if we look at the test, it's looking for certain other fields, right? Do we have those fields yet?
Professor, is that getter setters missing?
Well, they're missing as well, but in addition to the getters and setters missing, we're not setting these
We
fields
don't
in
have
the
guesses and wrong guesses variables
Yeah,
in
we have
our
to
right,
initialize.
right. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we should set them up in the
Yes.
constructor, right?
Right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
ATTR.
Uddhav in initialize method, yeah.
Yeah, afterward.
Afterward, @guesses is equal to single quote, like the same which is described in
Hmm.
and enter @wrong guesses equal to same as above.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That looks good. We can rerun the test at this point to see if we have some passing now.
Okay. I guess it's
You'll
like
have to
this.
get back to the prompt. Back to the prompt.
One flavor.
Yeah.
Uddhav, before you run it, you can try refreshing the URL so that you will be able to scroll up, scroll down.
Okay. Yeah, it's working now.
Good. Good.
Great.
Okay, so new takes a parameter and returns a hang person game object, and it's still failing. This is this test.
Yeah.
Okay. So probably therefore we also have to apply the getters and setters.
Okay.
What would be the easy way to write the getters and setters for this?
Accessor.
Yeah, attribute accessor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put that right on top. Right. Well, I mean,
No,
on top
just-
of define
just
initial.
Just above the definition.
On line number 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good.
ATTR underscore attribute. Sorry, accessor.
Mm-hmm. All right, good.
Yeah, colon. Word. Comma. Colon guesses. Comma. Colon wrong guesses.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Looks good. Save it.
Save it and run it.
Mm-hmm.
Professor, this is a metamorphic code, right? If I'm not wrong.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
This is
Okay.
the metamorphic code, right? Accessor. We
Yes.
are telling
Metaprogramming, yes.
Oh, metaprogramming. Yeah.
Yes. You're absolutely right. And now it's green. So
Yeah.
we passed this test. Now let's scroll down on the right-hand side and see what the next test is. So guessing. Can you scroll down a bit, because I know that there's some edge cases in here that are probably a little easier to get rid of first. So we have guessing, and then there's a context like valid and invalid. We should probably tackle the invalid first. Okay, always do the easiest thing first, and then work on the stuff that's, the main part. So, Aisha, can you tell us what this test is going to be looking for? So what kind of guesses is it considered to be invalid?
When the word is empty or nil.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's not a letter.
Right.
Not a letter. Okay, good. All right. So how will we test that? First of all, if we are creating a new hang person game, and then our instance of game is invoking a method called guess, what does that imply?
We have to define the method guess.
Yes, very good. Excellent. So we should first, Aisha, can you direct somebody to please start typing what they need to define this?
Yours.
Yeah, hello.
Uddhav, we are not able to see your screen.
Uddhav,
Oh, wait.
can you start down?
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Just just go to screen share again.
It's a nice avatar there, by the way.
On the session. Wait, I'll just.
Are you having some issue?
I guess Uddhav left. Oh, yeah.
Now we joined.
He joined in.
There's a problem with screen sharing, I think so. No one is able to
Is
share.
it visible now?
No?
No, I can see Uddhav's.
Yeah, it
I can
is.
see Uddhav's screen.
Yeah, it is.
There was some error. I just refreshed the Hangout tab.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to refresh it.
I can't see Uddhav's screen.
I can't see it either. Not at this point.
Hello.
Yeah.
We are able to see.
Professor, do I have to stop the broadcast at some time?
Yeah, we already got through the first part, the practice, the practice application. So you know what? We could just start a new broadcast at this point.
Okay.
The hang person, because
Well, you can stop.
If it's getting flaky, we just that's normally what we do. Somebody just begins a new one, and then we join that.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
I'm
stop the-
stopping.
Yeah.